Okay. All right. I had to get back on here. Earth Angels. I'm watching these relationship, you know, absolutely. I can agree with most of it, you know, the relationship experts. And so, you know, well, a few of them are saying, don't marry for love. And I can only say, you know, well, I never married, but I can say, watching, my mom and dad, they were in love. They were deeply in love with each other, and they treated each other with respect, you know. And I never seen them cuss each other out. I've never heard of this new age nonsense of relationships, swingers, and do whatever you want, walk all over your spouse, and you know, no. And so, anywho, I can go to one of them for you. And so, yes, absolutely. I think a relationship entails all of that: respect, love, honor, trustworthiness, all of those things that are of good report, virtue, right? Act upon those things, you know, and, follow God's laws. Yes, God is love. It begins with love. Put God first in your life. God is love. And his law is love God with all thine heart, body, mind, and soul. And that's the way you do it. It's not curse your spouse out or your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, and think that, it's okay. No, that's just not the way it works. I don't know where these people are getting this new age nonsense of relationships of total, utter, gutter disrespect and foolishness. I mean, it's just unreal, some of the things that I've heard. I mean, I was listening to one here where he, now they're husband and wife now. This is not boyfriend and girlfriend. They have children. They have been together for a while. Okay, I'll just say it was on divorce court. And he had the nerve, audacity to ask his wife, can another woman, be with them, be together in their business, their personal, intimate business. And I mean, I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. Like, the disrespect is incredulous, unreal. Like, how would you let that split your lips to say, oh, what is that? I should show that to y'all. That's a wedding, a beautiful little wedding there. All right, a wedding notification. Yes, I would love to show you that. Okay, so, all right, this is a divorce court, and he was asking his wife, can another woman, a third party entity, disrupt their marriage and be intimate with them? I mean, I just wanted to vomit. I just don't understand. I don't get where these people are coming from with this insanity. Like, did you see your mom and dad behave like that? Yeah, no. You know what, y'all? I don't even know. I'm changing the subject, but the wind and the fire department is all together here. The wind has been blowing profusely out here all day. I don't know what's going on. The clouds are gray. The winds are like 60, 70 miles per hour. You are going to need an astronaut suit and a gas mask if this continues. I'm telling you. Okay, look, I'm going to go to this unfathomable. I mean, I just cannot believe this husband split his lips to say this to his wife. Like, he's not in love with her anymore. So it would have been best for him to have irreconcilable differences, or some places have different laws, different states, for divorce, obviously if they're committing adultery or whatever, um, financial, whatever. But he should have, instead of bringing that up, just not even say that and just say, I fell out of love. I don't love you anymore, or something like that. Like I just don't get this. This is craziness. All right, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up for y'all because my phone has been acting up all day. It's about relationships, y'all. I know. If you just popped in and you're seeing this live, yes, it's all about a proper relationship that consists of love. Absolutely. Okay, so not just love. In the beginning, I was saying how you have honor, integrity, loyalty, love, respect, humor, compromising. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Let's see. Because they said my other live, they couldn't even hear me. I might have to just cancel this. Cancel this one because y'all didn't even hear what I was saying. Yeah. Probably. I don't know. All right. So this is about relationships. And I was watching Divorce Court, and a guy, to ask your wife to invite another woman into your intimacy, into your relationship, is a lot of chutzpah, more nerve than a volcano erupting. To embarrass her and bring her on Divorce Court and to say that in front of national is, I don't understand this kind of people now. And I'm sure that she doesn't understand what's going on either. If you are married, like I was saying, my mom and dad was in love with each other, and I know what love is, okay? And here, let me see if I can go to it. I don't know what is going on with my phone. Here we go. In their marriage. He's insane. Something is really wrong with him. There's no way I would have the audacity, the nerve to tell my husband, can I have another man? You and another man. He's on Divorce Court and saying in front of national millions of people, telling his wife that that's what he wanted and what's wrong with that. You know what? It's not enough drinks in the world for this kind of foolishness. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Now, Miss Brown, what you said was different. You spank your child because you don't want her to be like you.
Okay, I don't know, but what? Okay, let's see if I can find it.
When you're sleeping with other women, you don't want her to Facebook people?
I think I make rules because I'm the head of the house.
How can you be the head of the house if you're not a faithful husband?
I don't understand why.
There's rules to that head of the house business. I mean, if you're going biblically, I'll tell you up with that. Let's take it to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You got to love your wife. You got to honor her. That means you can't cheat on her. So you can't claim rights when you ain't taking care of your responsibility. So stop that. Get off of it. You're bringing drama into her life. The side chick is calling your wife. You're making her insecure. She is burdening your wife because you don't have enough sense to stay at home. When you're sleeping with other women, you don't want her to Facebook people?
I think I make the rules because I'm the head of the house.
What? Who in the world?
If you're not a faithful husband.
I don't understand why.
What were the vows that y'all?
There's rules to that head of the house.
What did you
business.
say at
if
the
you go
wedding?
biblically, I'll tell you up with that. Let's take it to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You got to love your wife. You got to honor her. That means you can't cheat on her. So you can't claim rights when you ain't taking care of your responsibility. So stop that. You know.
I mean, this is just unreal. The number of, I just constantly get this on my phone where they really believe that it is okay to have someone else, a third party entity, involved in their matrimony, in their marriage. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, is this something new or what? I mean, somebody was told a lie. Like, I just can't believe that your mom and dad, okay, I know, okay, that just didn't happen, when we were growing up, I mean, I just don't understand. Now, if it did, that's what caused the divorce, adultery, doing things outside of the marriage, inappropriate things that you are disavowing. You totally disrupted, your vows. You do not stand by them anymore. Cheating and side chicks and God knows what else. So he said that he's the head of the household and he could do this.
She was out to lunch. She was out to lunch when my parents taught me this. Did your parents teach you about dignity? Did your parents teach you about loyalty? Did your parents teach you about fidelity and life and family? Were you out to lunch when they said be a good person? Were you out to lunch when you said don't screw another person's husband? Were you out to lunch when you say put family first? You should be at least a little ashamed. You should be at least a little embarrassed. And on top of that, when you take somebody else's husband, don't point at her and say she lost her husband because she was out to lunch when my parents were teaching her the right lessons. That's just you would have never you would never been her husband. I understand. And I totally understand. When he first came to me, I said, they're gonna blame me. As far as me being the sister, I'm the one that should know. You know why? We're blaming you? Because you're wrong. Right. How can you win?
What?
She was out to lunch. She
That's
was
your
out to lunch
sister?
when my parents taught me this. Did your parents teach you about dignity? Did your parents teach you about loyalty? Did your parents teach you about fidelity and life and family? Were you out to lunch when they said be a good person? Were you out to lunch when you said don't screw another person's husband? Were you out to lunch when you say put family first? You should be at least a little ashamed. You should be at least a little embarrassed. And on top of that, when you take somebody else's husband, don't point at her and say she lost her husband because she was out to lunch when my parents were teaching her the right lessons. That's just you would have never you would never been her husband. I understand.
What is wrong with her sister?
When he first came to me, I said, they're going to blame me. As far as me being the sister, I'm the one that should know. You know why? We're blaming you? Because you're wrong. Right.
You need to seek therapy immediately.
She was out to lunch. She was out to lunch with my...
All right, this is a new one. Okay. The other one was the husband wanted the third party. Now this her sister is the third party. Okay, I'm done. Like, what kind of sister is that jealous of your own sister to sleep with her husband? I have no words, none whatsoever. And this whole week, yes, I said it was going to be something new on relationships, but this is just getting worse and worse. Like, that is so disgusting to go with your sister husband. Like, there are no words to describe it. None in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. She is lewd, disgusting. Like mm-mm, mm-mm. And I know that your mom and dad taught you better than that. Taught you right from wrong, growing up, morals and values. All right. And to have dignity, like Judge Lynn Toller told her. Do you have any dignity? Any honor? Any respect? Okay, I cannot believe somebody have a sister like this. I Unbelievable. And she died and she was laughing. Did you see that? She was laughing. Oh, goodness. All these men in the world. I mean, she could have went to Spain, all right? She could have went on the Riviera, okay? She could have went to Mumbai, whoever, somebody. All these men in the world, and you went with your sister husband? Okay, now. Ah, mm, mm. Okay. Yeah, this one looks like it's even worse. I'm afraid to click on this one. I haven't seen this one, but I'm you know what? I'm not into giving people barf bags if I had one. Yeah, because this we're gonna go one more, y'all, of these atrocious so-called marriages of people that are together that should not be together. They don't belong together. They have nothing in common. They don't like each other. I mean, how many more red flags do you need? It's not going to get better. It only gets worse after marriage. They already showed you their true colors. I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and click on this one. I'm just almost afraid to, because I mean, I just can't believe this. Okay, here. Okay, here's one. Where did it go?
What's today? Fun Friday!
I'm gonna go do some cold call role play.
Listen, what are you good for this job? Nice.
Dream job.
Welcome to YouTube.
About what it is that
What?
you're up to. And being a firefighter is definitely a sense of pride where you're compared to whatever place you might be.
I chose this job because I like helping people.
I am on YouTube.
Every day in my
Okay,
job.
all right, let's see.
So Oklahoma probably just did the coolest thing I've seen any state do in a while. So if you live in an Oklahoma zip code and you're
Today,
Okay, here we go.
divorce court.
I'm here because I'm having issues with my partner. He has cheated several times. He lies and then I find out otherwise.
Basically, those girls have more understanding about feelings than just having being more self-centered.
He's very controlling and he doesn't help financially.
I think she cares more about herself and less about our feelings.
He's not too much involved in our daughter's life.
I want the best of interest. You can't always have what you want.
It's hard for me to see a future with Corbett. Like, I love him, but I feel like if he doesn't get himself together, I do not see a future with him.
Divorce court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Beatrice Albino and Corbett Ortiz. The two of you have been together for 8 years. You have one child together. You're not married, and things aren't going well. Ms. Albino, you want to end it, and Mr. Ortiz, I do believe you want to save it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm going to start with you, Ms. Albino. Why don't you tell me what's going on and how we got here today?
Well, I'm here because we've been having, me and my partner have been having issues in our relationship. He's constantly lying. He has cheated. He doesn't help financially. And when it comes to our daughter, he refers to her as your daughter rather than our daughter.
He doesn't believe it's his?
He had a doubt, but then, when it comes up to the paternity test, he doesn't want me to take it.
Do you believe the baby's yours?
You're not doing it. It looks like me. Everybody tells me that that's
Oh
one
my
feature.
gosh, she's beautiful.
She just like when she's mad, she tells me that it's not mine. So
Do you do that? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because I'm petty. I can be petty at times.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
I know.
That's not
I know. I just
helpful at
get
all.
so angry because of everything he has put me through that sometimes I don't know what other way to hurt him. So sometimes I try to find like ways to.
Well, tell
You
me
know,
what happened in the beginning, because you were awfully young when you started going out.
there
18
are
years
so
old. What went
many
on in the
people
beginning that made you fall so
that
hard
do
for it?
not
Well, he
belong
was actually
together.
a friend of my sister's
Oh,
boyfriend.
that win.
So we met through
I
that.
know what's going
And
on.
he was a very funny guy. He was very sweet. He accepted me as I was. You know, I had braces at the time, my teeth were out. And he didn't care about that. So he made me feel special. You know, he would make me laugh. We would go on dates. And I felt like this was the guy for me, like, because I was very insecure. But when I met him, I felt like I could be myself.
You
around
know,
him.
How long did the good
if you
times
have a
last?
relationship with
Not
yourself,
that long.
right? How
I
long
would
did the
say
good times
A
last?
good 4 months.
4 months.
Around, yeah, a good 4
And
months.
after 4 months, what changed?
When we started out, we were seeing each other every day, and we wouldn't miss a day. And then I go to his house, and we're laying down, and I see like a little paper with an email on it, like a female's email. And prior to that, like a couple of days prior to that, when I grabbed his iPod, there was a picture of he had the screen background as him hugging some girl.
Oh
So
my
I was
God.
like, oh, okay. So then the email was a female's email because it stated a female's name. So then I go back home and I email that email, and I state my concern. I'm like, do you know, I've been dealing with Corbett.
You know,
do you happen to know him? Like,
what is
are you
that
guys
saying?
together? And to my
You don't miss
surprise,
the water
she
till the
emails me
well
back and she
runs
confirmed that they had
dry.
been together for 2 years. And they're
Get away
still
from
together.
him,
And she was like,
move
wait a minute,
on,
but he just picked me up at my job. And I'm
and
like,
let him
I was with
miss
him in the
you.
morning. So when I left his house in the morning, I guess he went over to pick her up. So, it's back
So
and
you
forth.
just found out you
Yeah,
were
I was
a
a side chick, yeah.
Mr. Ortiz,
And I
why
have
don't you
evidence
tell me
to
your
prove.
version of that
And
event?
they're in divorce court.
Did all of those things happen as she said they did?
no, it didn't happen like that.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what happened.
How can you be the side chick if you're always with me all the time? That was just like somebody I worked with.
What?
So you hadn't been having a relationship for 2 years with this other woman before you got involved with Ms. Albino.
I was working with that person. How can you be a side chick
Okay,
if you're always with
what do
me?
you mean?
I gotta say, I like Nick,
That's a lie.
but he ain't on my wallpaper on my iPad.
Wow.
How did a coworker make it onto your wallpaper on your iPad?
I mean, she wanted to see it, so she.
No, you're not answering my question. You know what I'm asking you.
She wanted to see how she wanted to.
Leave it right there. Why didn't you show me what you had to show me? Whatever proof you had.
Oh my
Here you go.
God.
You get them young girls, you should tell them anything. You get a grown woman in here, you're gonna start stuttering. I know what's up. Yep, there he is. You have a way with women, don't you?
Yes, he does.
What is it? I need to
You
know.
have a job that makes you money?
Yeah, it caused me to leave a lot. Like I do door sales.
You even talk to other girls, right?
I understand you have a video you want me to see.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Let's look at that now.
Okay, yeah.
That's a truck driver job right there, right? She's your partner at your truck driver job?
So when did you get that video?
Well, how come the side chick looks like you?
I cursed him out because
Looks like the wife. What the hell is this?
I gave you the opportunity to go out for 2 months, and it was hard for me. It was hard for me to allow him to do that. But he's like, I'm gonna come back with bread. I'm gonna come back with money, and I'm like, set it down because we need money. I have our daughter.
How did you get the
So I got the
video?
video because he sent it to me. He sent it to me, being petty because I
Why
called.
did you send
I called him
that video to her?
I called him.
She was talking. She was saying a lot of bad stuff about me. She
Are
was
you
calling
insane?
names.
Yep.
All right, you know what? This foolishness is just not amounting to anything right now. Okay, now these people that get together somehow, I don't know what magic carpet ride they're on, how they got together, what was the point in this, why, they said that they met in school. They went to school together.
cruise line is
And
so much more because there's more to
yes,
it.
we need to go on a cruise right now, but a nice one in calm waters. I would love to go on that cruise. Yes.
With Norwegian.
Okay, let's get back to relationships. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop
How
this
do you know
right.
when it's time to
No.
end a relationship or
Yeah, he's talking about relationships. Okay, look. How do you? He just said that there. How do you know when to end a relationship? When the respect went out the door. When they have zero respect for one another. When there's lying, cheating, adultery. I mean, I just don't understand why are they having all these things in a marriage? What was the point? I just, does anybody understand this foolishness that's going on? And then they have beautiful children, and then the children suffer because the husband and wife, mom and dad, Adam and Eve, cannot get their self together. I mean, I don't understand it. Can somebody? Nobody said anything down there yet. I had did another video, but it's I just checked it and the sound. It's one of those days again. All right, so when is it time to let go of a relationship? All of that, the all of the red flags. I mean, if you sent your wife a picture of another woman to piss her off, the woman's kissing you, the woman looks just like your wife. Like I'm just, let this make sense, somebody. Like, I don't understand this foolishness that is going on. I mean, do they need a masterclass in interpersonal skills, relationships, loving yourself? I mean, there's so many of those out there that you could take. I mean, for probably $50. I mean, there's no reason to be with someone why are you together? There's no reason for you to be together. Y'all have nothing together. You're having babies together, and then the babies suffer because y'all had no business getting together. You don't belong together. I mean, you cannot. I do not care. You can love them to the moon and back. You can. What is she doing? My cat again. The wind is scaring her. I don't know what's going on. This weather is absurdity at its finest. The wind is blowing profusely out there. All right. So anywho, now back to when is it time to end it? That marriage you're in, that relationship you're in, whatever it is, I don't care. Let's keep adding more to it. That friendship you're in, whatever. It's ridiculous to keep entertaining a relationship that is not uplifting. It is not helping either one of you get better. Nobody is improving. Nobody is building each other. There's no goals. I mean, what is this? I just don't understand. And to send your wife a picture of your side chick, that takes the cake. I mean, there's no words to describe how ignorant and immature that person is. Whoever did it, he did that, or she did it, or whatever. In another episode that'll come up, she trying to make her husband jealous. He's trying to make his wife jealous. I don't understand it. I don't understand any of this. So, you know when to end it. When they are treating you like poop on the bottom of your shoe. When they are treating you like a worn out I don't know, a worn out, raggedy hoopty. When they are treating you like crap, I mean, even before it gets to that, they are giving you the signs. It just gets worse and worse and worse. So it's time to leave. I mean, everyone has done it. You know, yes, if you enjoy being with someone who don't like you, who don't love you, everything that you try to do, they sabotage it, going with other, people cheating on you or whatever it is that they're doing. Why are y'all together? And don't say you're together for the children, because women love to say that. I, well, I didn't want to leave him. I was hoping that he would, and then I stayed because of the children. Okay, well, the children might not be able to express to you, you know, the pain that they're in watching mom and dad go through this this circus insanity that they're doing in front of the children. And then when the children grow up, you know, they'll tell you exactly. I mean, they can't express it when they're little. They see mom and dad going through changes. You know, it's just not worth it. You might as well be by yourself, work on yourself, and accomplish some things, that you couldn't do with that person. So, oh my God, y'all. I know we're gonna show one more of the reason why not to get involved with the wrong person. It's just not necessary. It just really isn't. Okay, look at this one.
When it's time to end the relationship or when to really fight for it to see if there's something there?
I don't think there's a right or wrong answer that applies to all situations. I think there are some things for people to be thinking about, looking out for if they're starting to feel that way, have that question. They're at some kind of crossroad. I get 2 questions about relationships almost every single client that comes in. Eventually, one of them.
Okay, that's not all right. Okay, that was something that popped up where she is a marriage counselor and she helps people work on their marriages. So that's just a whole nother live message to share with you. So, anywho, let's go.
Today on the divorce court. I heard Eric so soon is because I thought he was my soulmate.
Yeah, I caught it in several lies. I can't trust.
He has been going out, drinking, coming home drunk, and didn't want to get mad at me.
I take a little sip of wine when I got off work, and I deserve that. But all this building it up that I'm drinking to get drunk is a lie.
I know who I am. He don't know who he is. That's what his problem is. He's the jealous person.
There has to be trust. There has to be loyalty. There has to be communication, and there's none of that with us now.
Ain't no way in hell that we're going to ever get back together.
Oh my goodness. Okay, they couldn't work it out.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Joanna Mapps and Eric Mapps. The 2 of you have been married for 2 years. Yeah. You have no children together, but you each have children from previous relationships. You do not want to be married anymore. Mrs. Mapps, you want a significant amount of money from Mr. Mapps as you leave, and we will get to that momentarily. But I'm going to start with you, Mrs. Mapps. Why don't you tell me how we got here today? Tell me how you met and how things happened.
Well, me and Eric Mapps met at church. At the beginning, we were compatible. Everything went well. It seemed like this man was sent from me, actually from God. That's exactly how I felt. And tables turned immediately.
Really?
Hang on. How long did you know him before you started to feel like he was a gift from God?
3 to 4 months.
What about him was so wonderful in that 3 to 4 months that you didn't believe that he was your blessing?
We had everything in common. Every time that we go anywhere and do anything, it was just great. I mean, going out dates, having fun, going to the basketball games, all of that. It was just great. It was just fun. And y'all was happy.
I ain't looking to mess with your faith at all. Because I don't like nobody messing with mine. But let me tell you this. The first 90, 120 days is always fun.
Exactly.
You guys are getting to know each other. It's exciting. Everything is new. And once you stamp it with the imprimatur of gift from God, you excuse all of the problems that you see in the future because you already believe that he is your blessing, not just a man who you need to assess.
Well,
That's the only thing I'm going to say right there.
She said he was
Mr.
a gift
Maps,
from God.
what is your version of the we met and fell in love story?
Okay, she's right. We met at church. And everything was smooth. But it was signs at the beginning that I seen, and I looked over because I really wanted to work with her.
Right.
And it was, I guess it was a rush thing because I'm in the church. I was deep in the church, and when the sex started, I didn't want to fornicate.
Right.
Okay, so I wanted to do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
I wanted to do the right
Yes.
thing. And being a man of God, I wanted to do the right thing. So I kind of put either we're going to stop having sex or we're going to get married. You know. And she said, okay, well, let's
Let's go get married.
Yes.
Never
Well,
give a
that's
woman
good.
something and then marriage. They'll always pick marriage. I'm just saying. I mean, that's just, from me to
I'm
you.
glad.
A little hint there.
That's
Tell me what some of the signs
exactly.
you now see that you ignored in the beginning.
Okay, one of the signs, we was in an argument, and I went over her apartment. It was like 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, but I didn't knock on her door. And her light was on in her bedroom. So I was just sitting on the stairs, and she opens the door, She has a green neck gray on, her hair's fixed up, but she said she showered and getting ready for bed. But she don't know I'm sitting out there. So when she opened the door, I shocked her.
Right.
And she asked me to come on in. I come on in. And I'm already thinking, okay, you wasn't waiting for me. Or you wasn't looking for me. Who you open the door for? Okay.
Right.
So we go to the bedroom. We on the bed. She said, okay, let me plug my phone up. She leans over to plug her phone up. Stays over there about 3 or 4 minutes. So in my mind, I said, okay, she's texting somebody telling them, don't come because somebody's here.
Oh.
That's one of the signs I see. Okay.
Ms. Maps, do you recall that instance?
I recall it.
Tell me what you say happened.
He's lying because he knew that he knew it was coming, and I seen through the peephole that he was sitting there and already knew that he
can't
was
see me
drunk.
through the
Stop.
Yes,
Hang on.
you can.
Go ahead.
I seen
Let
it
him
from
finish
my
the story.
bedroom window. I seen it from my bedroom window. Normally my hair is natural, and I was in an afro, and so if I'm in the shower, of course it's gonna get wet, and it looks like it was combed or whatever.
Hang on.
And so I had cleaned out my closet because I knew, things was going on between us, and I was trying to make room for him. And I seen it was a pajamas. It wasn't negligent. It was just a regular old pajamas and pants. And so when I opened the door, he's like, "Who are you waiting for?" I said, "What do you mean? Who am I waiting for? I already knew you was coming. So what kind of sense does that make? That I'm gonna bring somebody over? That's just stupid. I'm not gonna bring somebody over knowing that you're there."
Right.
And so he just saying that I was cheap.
Oh
Have
my
somebody come
God.
over. That's not even me and my child. I don't bring anybody around my children.
If you believe that she was doing so much wrong, why'd you marry her?
It wasn't
It wasn't clear to you at the
wasn't-
time?
That one thing, all the rest of the stuff came out, even to the point we were dating. When we got together, I 86 everybody off my Facebook, anything that was questionable. She had like 600 single men on her page. I said, so if I'm your man, why you got all these different men on your page that you can't get rid of? We argued about a month before she decided, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna get rid of them. I shouldn't have them. I said, you shouldn't have them. If I'm your man, why you gonna have all these single men on your Facebook?
Do you know that they weren't relatives or?
After I told
They
him,
jugging at her. Oh,
they're not. They're
Jugging.
That means they were trying to get with her.
No,
They jugging.
That's what jugging means.
That's another one for the divorce court dictionary. I never heard jugging before, but thank you for that. I always like to learn a new word. I appreciate that. So now I'm gonna get you married. We're at a point in married, and once you got married, things got worse. So I want to talk about what happened when things started to
I
get
just
worse.
don't understand.
So she gets mad for cussing me out, backs her car up, rounds my car once, backs her car up, and rounds my car twice.
Mrs. Maps, did that occur?
And why did they get married again? See what I'm saying? I don't even know why.
Mrs. Maps, I assume that the jealousy issues continued even after you were married. Tell me what went on.
One day, Your Honor, I took my godbaby to the mall, having a good time with my godbaby. And I came home, put the baby to sleep, and everything seemed to be okay. And so we had sex or whatever, and he came back and laid down in the bed with me. And so he had powder all on his face. So I said, what are you doing? What's going on there? And he's talking about nothing. What are you talking about? Oh, that's just so-and-so. I said, you've been smelling my panties again, haven't you? And he told me, no, what are you talking about? I said, yes, you did, because I put my panties in a certain position.
Mr. Maps, were you smelling underwear?
This daughter, Your Honor, she got mad at me one night. It's maybe 10 o'clock. She left. Didn't come back till almost 1 o'clock, right? And she said she was out of it, because she had took some of her medication. But the next, when we had sex, her shorts and stuff was on the floor, but the crotch was wet. So I pick it up. It smells like Irish soap. So if you're going out to the store, why would you have to wash yourself? Why would you have to wash yourself? So I answered that. She said, well, I went to Ross store and I put lotion on my legs and just rub lotion up too high.
Why are y'all together?
I am to the store.
Because I had on booty shorts just to make him mad. I don't do that. And so when I went out, I put lotion on me. Because I'm not going to be ashy. So when I did go to the department store, I had clothes in my trunk and I put a skirt on. Because I'm not going to walk around looking like that because that's not who I am.
I got you. I want another, Mr. Maps. Hang on. Mr. Maps.
I have in my car.
Stop, Mrs. Maps. Mr. Maps, why don't you tell me about the time you went over your mother's house after you were separated, and then there was some situation with the car.
Okay, I went to my mother's house. She's supposed to be bringing some of my items to me. When she gets there, everything's okay. She set my stuff on the curb, and she said, "Let me see this video that you said you can see this guy in the glasses having sex with me." I said, "Why don't you look at it on your own phone?" So she said, "I don't have the app no more. I deleted it." I said, "Why would you delete it? And you said that I'm lying, that I made it up. If it was me," and she said, "I did something. If I had the proof on my phone, I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to keep it. If I can show somebody, look, I didn't do it." Okay? So she said, "Well, let me see it on your phone." When I tried to show it to her, she tried to grab my phone and I grabbed it back. So she gets mad, started cussing me out, backs her car up, rams my car once, backs her car up, and rams my car twice.
Mrs. Maps, did that occur?
Yes, because I was so sick and tired of getting accused of things that I did not do. I don't cheat. I don't cheat nobody because I paid for the wedding, our honeymoon.
Okay.
Because I love this man.
You paid for everything. Okay, you wanted the marriage. He didn't. And he's the one doing all the cheating.
Everything into Eric Max. He's his own enemy, not me. He's fighting himself, not me.
Okay.
I know what I've done, and I refuse to keep living like this because of
Yes,
him.
thank God that y'all ended it.
I'm with you.
He's accusing his wife of cheating on him, and she's not doing any of
got
that.
so serious
I mean, this
that
is
you
absurdity
demanded
at its finest.
lie detector test.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I want
Oh, and they're going to do a lie detector
Don't
test?
Stop it. I run this thing, not you.
Go ahead and wrap this up, Judge Montoya, because I'm sick of him
The lie detector test that
accusing
she
his
took.
wife of doing stuff she
Why
not
would
even
she
doing.
talk to you on video chat if there was another man in the bed
She
with
wanted
her?
to detour me to call me home because she had just gotten out.
That's stupid, Eric. Think that's
Oh my God, he is crazy. What hallucinating medication is he on?
Cheating without any proof? Tell us what you think at facebook.com.
Would you accuse your no? He's accusing his wife of cheating because he's the one that's doing it. He's projecting.
So, Mr. Maps, I understand that you actually got her to take the lie detector test. Tell me what about the test.
Okay, here we go,
Why you
y'all.
had her take it and what the results were.
At first, I didn't have her take it, and she suggested we take the test.
Okay.
And when she said that, I told her, I said, "You're going to fail it. You're going to fail it if fine." Because she said, "I'm going to prove to you I'm not going to fail it." Okay, I paid for the test, but I told her, I said, "You really want to take this test
She
because you
gonna
can't
fail
pass
the
it." She said,
test.
"Yes,
No,
I'm gonna
she
take
not.
it.
You're
I got
gonna
proof
fail
right
it.
Okay, let me see that. Mrs. Maps, as I'm looking at the results of the lie detector test, why don't you tell me what caused you to volunteer to take it and what happened?
because I know I'm telling the truth. I never cheated on Eric Maps, and I wanted to prove to him, and you didn't pay the full of it. I had put in my money too. And so when I went in there to take the test, because I've never gone through anything like this in my life, anything. And so I love this man so much to try to prove to him ain't nobody talking to you, any way possible that I could show him that I did not take the test. I went in crying, nervous, scared, everything. And my girlfriends, everybody said, you're already a nervous person, Joanna, so you're not even, I don't even believe you're going to fail it. I mean, pass it. And so I was like, yes, I am, because I'm innocent. I am innocent. I haven't done anything.
Did he have a lot of setup questions and pre-test questions and all of that?
Yes, and I tried to calm myself down because I know the lie detector test goes on your heart rate. And so I kept trying and trying, and I figured that this man only wanted the money, because if he seen how upset I was knowing that it was going to be incorrect.
Right, I got you. Now, Mr. Maps, let me ask you a question. Why would she suggest that she take it if she knew she was going to fail?
Okay, honestly, I feel like that she thought she was going to pass it because she can get herself calmed down, maybe with her medication, to pass the test. Because I knew she couldn't pass it on.
Do you think she was sleeping with any particular individual, or is it just random guys? What do you think is happening?
For my knowledge, it was two particular individuals.
Have you ever had any discussions with them? Have you ever caught those two guys?
One of them. We had words back and forth. I talked to one of them, and he pretty much admitted he could have her whenever he wanted to.
Shoot! Stop making up this.
That's a lie.
He said it to you.
That's a lie.
I understand you had videotape.
Really? He said that.
That she had another guy in her bed.
The guy ain't even visible. All you see is my.
Well, I'm gonna look at it for myself. So as I'm looking at this tape, Mr. Maps, why don't you tell me how you got it?
Okay, she was calling me to tell me to go pick up her daughter.
Right?
She's at home by herself. So if you're at home by yourself laying in the bed and you talk to me, why you moving yourself over to make room for somebody else?
I move my head forward.
talking to the judge.
I don't care. I'm talking to you.
And then you can see
I move my
you can see
head.
the bed move up and down because somebody's getting in the bed.
Oh, get out of here.
All I know is her
So
hand
she
is-
can't move.
How can you detect movement when her hand is never in one position more than 2 seconds?
Exactly.
It's the phone. When she's talking to me, and then
And how in the world am I going to
she
have...
moves over, then she's talking to me, and then the bed moves like this.
Oh my God, I'm done.
My hand is
I can't fool with this
My hand
guy.
is moving.
Yeah, you the one who driving her to
and I was
drink.
still. That's her. If you had the original, it would be
Why would she talk to you on video chat if there was another man in the bed
she
with
wanted
her?
to detour me before coming home because she had to.
Oh, get out of here.
You really think that, Mr. Yes, his mind is warped. His mind is warped, Your
It's the
Honor.
same day that she is supposed to be making
Okay, so
ribs.
your wife
Yes,
wants to
I was
detour
making
you from
marinated
coming
ribs.
home.
I've never done this before, and I'm marinating some ribs, so I videotape it. Eric, is this the way I'm supposed to be doing? He's thinking somebody behind me. Seriously?
Oh, okay, I'm done. I can't fool with this guy. So she's barbecuing ribs.
Y'all getting a divorce, I don't know what to do. We're gonna talk about the money that you want. We're gonna make some resolution. I'm gonna try to put it back on sane somewhere, and then we're gonna move on. How would you convince a suspicious partner that you're not cheating? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court.
I don't know.
Divorce Court will
Because
be
if you
right
keep
back.
accusing somebody of doing something they're not doing.
Mrs. Maps, as you leave this relationship, you would like $1,500 from Mr. Maps because you say that's how much you spent, not him, you putting together your honeymoon. Why don't you tell me about that?
Yes, I wanted us to have a good time. I didn't want us to have we don't have enough money for this, for that. Because I love this man, I do. And I still love him even though he degraded me to a point where I couldn't even take it no more, making me have low self-esteem. And never in my life have I had low self-esteem at all. And so when we went, we had a wonderful time. It was lovely. We've always had a good time, but it is his jealousy that killed my soul. And I refuse to keep letting him do this to me. I am a good woman, a very good woman. And I was trying to show him, and he kept saying, this is too good to be true. You keep speaking on something, it's going to come to pass. So I kept telling him to stop. Let me show you how a woman is supposed to treat a man. But he kept digging and digging and digging and found a stupid video with me shaking my head up and down saying, yeah, baby, I'm freaky for you. He seen somebody screwing me in my glasses. Seriously?
Okay, that's it. Come on. Jasmine told her to sign them divorce papers.
My sisters, my friends degraded me like I'm this horrible person, but I'm still lifting my head because I know that I did nothing wrong to this man but try to love him. That's it.
Mr. Mapp, she's not going to get in. I feel you. I feel you and I believe you. Test notwithstanding, I feel you and I believe you. You can't get any money out of it because that's the money that you spent. You invested in your relationship, and that's what it is. You can't get any money for it. I'm going to say this to you, Mr. Mapps. I think you blew it. You were so afraid of looking bad that you made up in your head what you feared. And whether or not you was or wasn't doing it, it didn't matter because it became an ultimate truth in your head. And everything she said, everything she did was going to mirror that false truth that you had in your head. I hope before you ever get in a relationship with anybody else again, that you go get somebody, go in that head and look about and see what's there. Because all of the stuff you're saying, only that. All the other stuff didn't make any sense. It's the symptom of a fearful mind.
Yes.
And that fearful mind damaged her, and in the end, it will damage you. I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you're a broken guy.
Yes.
And I hope you can get fixed up.
Thank you.
There will be no recovery in this matter. This court is adjourned.
The suffering that people go through getting involved with the wrong person is utterly outrageous. If you are in a relationship with the wrong person, by watching these videos, divorce court and seeing what's going on, why are people doing what they're doing, accusing, the other person of doing things they're not doing. I mean, that is enough. I mean, she was literally out of her mind fooling with her husband. And again, when do you know when it's time to get out of a bad relationship, an okay relationship, the wrong relationship? Immediately, ASAP. You know what? You don't even have to have a long, drawn out conversation of why you're leaving. They're showing you who they are, believe them. Giving you the red flags, being, cheating, disrespectful, you name it. If you continue to tolerate that kind of abuse, it doesn't get better. They'll stop for a little while and then go back to accusing you of doing things that you're not doing because they're doing it. But, then it'll just go right back to, just like the judge said, he needs to go see someone who can help him in this matter because he is hallucinating and totally delusional. And it's really is sad. It wasn't funny really at all. It's like, what is going on here? So if you need help, get somebody to help you. If you are in a relationship with someone, like the other one, her sister was with her husband. I can't even say it because it's so crazy. her sister, the husband, was going to bed with her sister. Like, I mean, you know what? If I never did watch these divorce court, it just would be hard to believe these stories. But obviously, they are true and totally outrageous. And so there's no reason to subject yourself to uh, this kind of unbelievable behavior. So, anyway, on that note, yes. Yes, I don't know what all the noises is out there, the wind and all, but yeah, something's going on out there in the clouds, in the sky, and they're gray, and I don't know what's going on. Hopefully y'all are having better weather where you are. But anyway, that was really all I had for y'all, Earth Angels. So yes, love is in any of this that you heard today. All right, love is none of this madness, foolishness. No, it is not. Relationships are beautiful. They're wonderful. They're amazing. They're incredible. And I know that you have seen beautiful relationships and that you're in a beautiful relationship. And, if you do, you know, learn from your mistakes, that's excellent. That's what it's all about. And not to repeat that same, mistake. So, all right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me all those likes and subs. And, I just really do appreciate it. All right. Bye.